Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays. Today I'm going to show you some movies, some new releases from Criterion, and some definite World War II and Korean War films. Let's get right to it and show off this new release from Criterion. This has been out for a few weeks, probably about a month now. The War of the Worlds. This is a excellent new 4K digital restoration of the movie. The 1953 movie, very famous for its Technicolor. George Powell was the producer. He's famous for creating these aliens, the whole look of this picture. When George Powell's remembered, this is one of the main things that come up of his work is the War of the Worlds, and it's a great movie, great early 50s sci-fi movie with overtones of everything going on at the time. The Joe McCarthy hearings, the un-American house, the house on, or the House of Un-American Activities, or whatever it's stands for. So yeah, there was a lot of sci-fi movies that came out in the 50s, and this being one of the best ones. I just want to read some of the stuff that they have done with this Criterion, what they've done with this release. Like I said, it's the new 4K digital restoration. It's got the mono soundtrack, the original mono. It's got a new alternate 5.1 surround soundtrack that was created by sound designer Ben Brut. Hope I'm saying his name right. And there's an audio commentary from 2005 featuring filmmaker Joe Dante and film historian Bob Burns, and also Bill Warren is on the audio track there, audio commentary track. Movie Archaeologist is a new program on the film's visual and sound effects, featuring Burt and visual effects supervisor Craig Barron. From the Archive is a new program about the film's restoration, featuring Barron, Burt, and Paramount Pictures archivist Andrea Callis. Also, there's an audio interview with producer George Powell from 1970. The Sky is Falling is a 2005 documentary about the making of the film. And the biggest thing, big supplement that's on here, is the 1938 radio recording of Orson Welles' Mercury Theater, their famous reading of the War of the Worlds, that scared America and probably most of the world when that went out on the air in 1938. Letting people know that they were being attacked by aliens and to take cover, and this is the end. And so what's really cool is it's on here. You can listen to the complete audio of this program, famous program. On screen you'll see photos from Orson Welles, members of the cast, and which is really super cool. Let me see what else is on here. There's a essay by film critic Jay Holberin. But yeah, it's a really good set here. It's really beautiful. I like the artwork a lot. I wish I had this framed art like on the wall. It's so super cool. It's got some artwork on the disc. It's got some artwork inside here. And yeah, pretty cool. I'm really impressed with this release. I wasn't expecting War of the Worlds to be released To tell you the truth, when they announced it, I was like, whoa, I'm gonna get this. I've had a Laserdisc copy of this, and that's about it as far as having it on media. Uh, you know, regular media of some sort, just Laserdisc. So this is a big improvement over that. Moving on is a James Bond movie of sorts. This is 1967's Casino Royale. This is kind of the black sheep of the whole James Bond movie history. Came out in '67. It's really not associated with the Eon films, Sean Connery movies that were out during this time. This is more based on the Ian Fleming novel, and it's more of a comic, kind of a wacky. You can tell this is the peace and love and all this bright colors, lots of cool costumes, a lot of people. Orson Welles is in this one, Woody Allen, Peter Sellers, he's always fun, and Ursula Andress. Yeah, and it's got David Niven is in it, so it's really cool. I finally got this. I kind of resisted for years. I watched it on TV. I don't know, maybe this was 10, 15 years ago, and I was just like kind of turned off by it. I guess I was wanting James Bond in the traditional sense, and it wasn't that. So I was just kind of like, meh. So I've kind of resisted getting this, but I got the complete James Bond set a few weeks ago, so I wanted to include this and Never Say Never Again, which were two odd James Bond releases that I never had. So for a show, it's got a lot of cool art. It's very bright. It's got a lot of cool stuff. It came with a card that has Peter Sellers' picture on it, which was kind of cool. It was a really interesting edition of it. It's got the slipcase and all. So I went ahead and picked that up. Next up, I have a movie from 1957, The Battle of the River Plate. This is a movie by Michael Powell and Emmerich Pressburger, starring John Gregson, Anthony Quayle, Peter Finch, Bernard Lee, and Ian Hunter. It's a gripping drama set at seas 10 days before the outbreak of World War II. A powerful German battleship sails around the South Atlantic, destroying Allied merchant ships. And then finally, the Allies learn of its location, and a trap is set, pitching British intelligence against a powerful military opponent. So it's a really, really cool movie, kind of sort of like the Dunkirk, showing what went on. This was kind of pre-America getting involved in World War II. So it's a really cool, interesting story that's not been shown a lot in movies. And this was 1957, so kind of predates Dunkirk a little bit, but I highly recommend it. It's one of Powell and Pressburger's later movies, so highly recommend that. Next up, I have another World War II movie. This is The Longest Day. This is Daryl Zanuck's little baby that he really saw the beginnings to the very end of the production of this. This was a pet project of his, and he really was involved with making this movie. The Longest Day is a vivid recreation of the Normandy invasion, 1944 D-Day, and it's a pretty long movie, running time 168 minutes, and they basically starts off maybe in the days up to the invasion, weeks, the planning of this by the Marines, the Army, the Air Force, the Navy. It's showing all the different people getting ready, shows the British getting ready, the French. Everything is equally shown, you know, getting ready. They're all involved in it all, you know, to make their sweep to the big, you know, showdown on the beach of Normandy. And it's a stunning movie after all these years. Some people might say, well, it's, you know, it's kind of a long movie and stuff, but it's really awesome just to do some star spotting. It has, let's see, what does it say here? Um, it has like a large cast. I forgot how many people were involved in this, but we got all kinds of actors, French actors, British actors. It's got starring Henry Fonda, John Wayne, Robert Mitchum. Uh, all kinds of people are in this. It's really cool. This release looks really good on Blu-ray. It sounds really good. Disc 2 is a standard definition disc. It has A Day to Remember featurette, The Longest Day, A Salute to Courage. It's got the AMC backstory, the Longest Day, D-Day Revisited, and then it's got a documentary on Daryl F. Zanuck, Dream Fulfilled, and original trailer. It's got historical commentary by Mary Corey and Ken Anakin on there on the second and third channels, I believe that is. So it's a really nice release. I had never had a really good release of this, so I got a nice Blu-ray. So it's really nice. Watched it recently. Really nice. And finally, guys, we got Men in War, a 1957 movie from Anthony Mann, starring Robert Ryan, Aldo Ray, and Vic Morrow. And it's a movie about the Korean War, and basically showing the early effects of PTSD, or soldiers' fatigue syndrome, or the fatigue syndrome. So basically showing the harsh reality of war and what it does and what it affects the soldiers. So there's a soldier in this, so they basically has a breakdown, and to be exact, a guy's like suffering from extreme battle fatigue, and basically they're trying to overtake a hill, and just really showing the realities of combat. To not really explain it too well there, but it's a really gripping movie for 1957. It was kind of frowned upon when it came out because it wasn't showing the soldiers being courageous and victorious and bold and just as warriors. They showed them as people that, had trouble, how the war affected them. And so it shows the realities of war and stuff. It did, however, it has beautiful cinematography. It's got a great score by Elmer Bernstein, great supporting cast, L.Q. Jones. It was nominated for a 1953 Directors Guild Award for Best Director. So yeah, it's pretty good. 102 minutes, black and white. It's really good. This is a nice release from Olive Films. Haven't opened it yet. I'm waiting to watch it. Had a older DVD copy of this that I've seen, so I know this is a great movie, and it's probably going to look really good on Blu-ray, so I can't wait to watch it. So there you go, guys. There's some movies about war, and got some James Bond in there, and aliens attacking. We got aliens attacking. We got Nazis attacking. We got all kinds of stuff going on. So there's some good movies there. Highly recommend those. And if you haven't already subscribed, guys, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and hit the bell so you're notified when I release a new video. And also, if you like this episode, just give me a like. Comment on what you thought about these releases, and if you disagreed. What did you think about 1967's Casino Royale? Do you agree that it shouldn't be part of the whole James Bond series, that it really is an outcast, or is it a kind of a nice, funky addition to the seriousness of the James Bond, canon? So let me know what you thought about that. Maybe I'm completely nuts and I don't know what I'm talking about. Let me know. And anyway, guys, till next time, I'm Mike. Be safe out there. Watch good movies, and I'll talk to you later.